Okay, here we go. Hey guys, so let me start out by saying congratulations, and I'm so happy for you both. So, Faye, what a big day! You look amazing always, and especially today. I've heard about how smart, sweet, and kind you are, but I also know that you're incredibly patient and loving. I know this because it takes someone who's incredibly patient and loving to say yes to the guy you've now married. Welcome to the family. Speaking of the guy you've now married, let me tell you a few things about him. You should know that he's persistent. Here's an example. So he talks about how happy you make him a lot. Like a lot. And you know it's a lot if it's anywhere near how much he talks about that Karen from Angkor Wat. We were in a temple when some white old lady told Billy he shouldn't put his feet on the stones, and to this day, 3 years later, he cannot stop talking about what he should have said to her. It drives him nuts. But then again, I guess that shows persistence. Dude, you gotta let some things go. So this guy, he's always thinking of others and how to get them in trouble. But that counts too, right? So when we were in high school, he decided to give me a stash of porn DVDs. It was giant, like literally a box full. And he gave it to me because A, I was a teenager coming into my own, so helping a guy out, and B, he was turning over a new leaf. How considerate. I'm still convinced to this day that he gave me that giant stack so that my mom would find them and he could watch the chaos unfold. So he's also a pretty smart and caring dude. He often poked fun at our friends Daniel and Haniel because they refused to be honest with themselves about the needs of a teenage boy. I mean, it's important to get uncomfortable, right? It's how you grow, and so really, he was just looking out for them. In case it wasn't clear, Billy loves to tell stories and share information. Mahilig siya makipagkwentuhan. Which is cool until you realize like 70% of it is made up. You know this already, but this guy has a flair for the dramatic, and he loves to show everyone how cool he is. I mean, why else have a wedding in the middle of a pandemic? This is the guy who would put on black aviators inside an elevator, who wouldn't hesitate to bust out the latest iPhone midway through a movie. But you know what he doesn't show off? That he's one of the best friends you could ever ask for. He's the guy who will miss sleep just so you can tell stories, or so he can listen to your problems and help out. He'll drive through traffic for hours to make sure you get home safe. He'll take you under his wing to a bar for beer and sake, pretend he knows how everything is supposed to be. He doesn't really. Also, he can spend more time with you. Let me tell you, in this guy, you'll have one of the best there is. There's no way you'll find a more loyal, funny, genuine, and thoughtful guy out there. I mean, it's not like I've really tried looking for one, but this guy's pretty great. When I was going through some of my roughest patches, this guy was there for me. Talking, brainstorming, worrying, even when we were half a world away and in opposite time zones. And you know what? He's always been that way. You can ask any of our friends and they'll say the same thing. This guy is a keeper, and I'm absolutely honored to be his friend. Now, yeah, there were times when things weren't smooth between us. As teenage dramas go, we starred in our own telenovela. When we started in different colleges, I made no effort to stay connected and hang out only with other people. Some bad things were said and done, and he let me know that it wasn't cool. He was right. Two, it took a grand gesture to set things on the right path. To this day, I remember that night. As a 16-year-old arguing with my mom, braving the dangerous streets of Quiapo and Recto just to be able to make it to Masangkay and have a midnight air out or hash it out meeting with him. It was worthwhile, you know? And you know what else this experience taught me? This guy sets a high bar for his people. And it's there because it's only worthwhile people who get inside his circle. And once you're in for life. He's your guy. I regret nothing. Also, too late to back out now. So let me wrap with this. I'm not exactly the guy to give marriage advice, but here's my best shot. You shouldn't worry about the ending when you're at the beginning. It just ruins everything. It's like reading about the ending of a movie when the opening credits are just rolling. Mr. Aspiring Filmmaker here would hate that. Instead, be in the moment. Go on the journey, hand in hand, talk, learn from each other. Turn the pages of your story together, and I know you'll both come out all the better for it. I'm excited for you both. Faye, I can't wait to meet you in person, and I can't wait to see you both together. I'm so happy for you two. Congratulations.